Good morning, my wild and beautiful friends. I'm so glad you're here. It is so very hot out today, so I thought I'd take this opportunity to talk watermelon juice. So fresh, so hydrating. You're going to love it. Keep on watching to see how we make them. Okie dokie, my friends. Surprise, surprise, you're going to need to get yourselves some watermelon. I've got a seedless variety here. I just learned a little trick on how to pick out watermelons. The larger this flat yellow side where it sits on the ground is, means it's sat longer in the field, so it's going to be a little bit more ripe and a little bit more sweet. So testing it out, looks like we got ourselves a good one. I'm just going to use my knife and go around the edges of the whole melon, get it all nice and peeled up. Just going to compost these little edges, and then the ones that have a bit of melon attached to them I can feed to our tortoise Paloma and give her a little sweet hydrating snack that she super clearly looks very interested in right now. Paloma, you don't seem quite interested. Maybe? Oh, guess not. Guess we'll try a little bit later. Okay, bye. Back to our regularly scheduled programming. I've got our watermelon peeled here. I'm just going to slice up about half of it and break it into pieces, and we're going to chuck all of those pieces into my high-speed blender. Once we've got a blender full of watermelon, we're just going to pulse it down until it turns into this luscious pink juice. You may have to use your little stamper to push down the pieces of watermelon in between pulses. But eventually it'll get super smooth and liquidy like this. You'll get a bit of a foam on top. That's the fibrous part of the watermelon. We're just going to strain that right off. The easiest way I found to do this is just to stick a little strainer on top of the pitcher you're going to pour your juice from and pour it through. It takes a couple times because this foamy, fibrous watermelon will kind of clog up your strainer. You could probably use a bigger strainer. I like to take my time with this apparently. But it works and it fits on our pitcher perfectly. So the first few times you're going to have this thick watermelon pulp, you can just go through with the spoon and kind of stir it in until you get most of that juice out. Once that top part's gone, it goes by a lot quicker because it's mostly liquidy. You're just getting out any of those little white seeds and that thick pulp there. So you can see we've gotten through the bulk of it, so it's pouring through a lot more easily and a lot more quickly. You of course can leave the pulp in, but I definitely enjoy it a lot more when it's strained out. Look at that beautiful color. Oh my goodness, watermelon juice is so gorgeous. But as you can see, it's pouring through so much more quickly towards the end of our blender here. So to make our refreshing summertime beverage, you're going to start with some watermelon juice. I'm pouring about 5 ounces into this cup. I'm going to squeeze in an entire lime. It's going to brighten up our watermelon juice, give it a little zing. It really ups the flavor of our watermelon juice. You can totally stop here, but I promise you the 2 next steps are total game changers. So I don't drink super often, but if I do, it's going to be a tequila cocktail. And I'm telling you, 2 ounces of tequila with this watermelon and lime is so good. So if you're going to add booze to it, I would recommend tequila. If you don't want to add booze to it, still do this next step because it's epic. Instead of ice cubes, I highly suggest using a lemon Outshine Popsicle. Just stirring this around. It melts slowly as you're drinking your cocktail. It doesn't water anything down. Gives it a nice little sweet lemony flavor. I have no idea why it took me this long in my life to figure out that popsicles as ice cubes are magic. Try this. I promise you won't be disappointed. Thank you so very much for watching, everyone. I hope you're having a fabulous summer. I can't wait to talk to you soon. Cheers.